Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinals taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those physical runs take... Be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Trying to get to it.
Man, as a defense, you're salivating in this territory. You want to get that safety. You want to put your hands over your head, clasp them together. I got him in the end zone. Nice job by the defense being ready, rushing the quarterback, almost getting the safety.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. The run to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. You got to do a better job reeling it in.
He wants to pass it on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
They're trying to get to it. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie, and instead you knock it off the post.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll run it from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley. That's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Here's the handoff. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the catch. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flips it out to the back. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. The give to the back. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run from the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll try to blast their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He's right on target. But that'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw it again. Coming after it. That quarterback was doing his best. Houdini escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
Third and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on.
He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Still running at the 40. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to barge their way in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Fires to the big fella. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's got the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. To the ground with the back.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking to throw, it's McCall. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right.
It's a lot to ask at this point. You need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions at minimum to win this football game. So we got to go. We got to take shots, find the matchups, and let's see what happens.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. On the move is the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Gets it out fast. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
NC State 26, Stanford 16.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Going up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Oh, he got loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Iomanner. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. They're going to throw it again. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Hey, my goodness, how much more time do you want? He had all night. We're playing a night game. He had all night into the morning, protected back there to make a decision. Couldn't make a decision. Surely somebody came open during that time, but my goodness.
Touchdown, Stanford! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about that? They pull out the onside kick. They're able to get it down 3 here in the fourth quarter. They're in great position right now to at least tie this game.
It's caught. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Man, we've seen it in this game. Even though his team is losing, this guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to continue to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let them down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He's got it on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defense. Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Pocket starts to collapse. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Stanford. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Blasted as he lets it go. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the